Hello, my name is Kallista and welcome back to Immortality. In the last episode, we learned about the chain. The stranger said that the first time she put herself directly into the chain was with John Durick. Now, how does she mean that? I am so curious to see where this all goes. Now, this clip, this is the one we're going to be focusing on for a little while because we get a few new actors within this clip. So
one day your trial will come, you will yield, and when you do,
she'll be
remember
coming.
your cruelty today.
No, that's a bit too. You know what? I think earlier on she was stood in the background for a little while. Okay, that maybe. Her face is obscured. That's the... Maybe? There we go. Hello. Oh. Hello. I'm sorry. This is the chair that we always open up the game to. So ooh.
Hello, dear. What's your name?
Penelope, sir. 5'10" and 18 years old.
And have you prepared a piece for us today? Well, let's hear it.
This is from Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, an up-and-coming writer.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face. Else would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek. For that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on form, fain deny what I had spoke. But farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I would take thy word. But if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false. A lover's perjuries then say, Jove laughs. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully, or else if thou thinkest I'm too quickly won.
That is lovely, thank you.
There is more.
My dear, so far we've seen over 30 Juliets, and whilst you are very charming, you're only the fourth best today.
Thank you.
Pretty though.
What does it matter that she's pretty? Surely you should be talking about her talent. It was a decent enough Juliet. Here's the thing. My advice, if you are auditioning for a part, do you have any idea how many people will go for Shakespeare? Because he's the classic. Go for something modern and contemporary. That would be my advice. Everyone and their aunt will go for Shakespeare. 9 times out of 10, it's probably going to be something from Romeo and Juliet. Go for something contemporary and modern. My heart hurt for her in that scene. Here's the thing. On one hand, I can understand that Arthur Fisher, he's a very busy man. They interviewed thousands of women. I think that Marissa said in that first clip, you know, they've got to get through them all. And if you know, yeah, she's not our Matilda, she's not our Antonia. I can understand the desire of, well, there are other people waiting, I need to get you out quick, but he was so dismissive. He could have been more polite about that. He could have been more polite, and he just sent her away. That hurt. That hurt. You know what? I'm gonna go back just to see how many more scenes she's in. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking, here's my plan. I'm gonna go through all of the actors. So it's her and the prioress from that first clip where Agnes is saying, oh, your faith has been untested. Fuck you for judging me. I'm gonna go through all their scenes, and then I'm heading back to that chair, and I am not gonna stop clicking on it until I get the scenes with Sophia and Marissa. I want to see their castings. I want to see that. Let's play.
22 apple, take 2.
And action.
Sorry, can we go again?
Keep rolling from the top. Again. Action.
I was starting to fear you would not come. You have the key?
Yes.
Wait, I hear voices.
Stop your mewling, child. We are taking you into the depths of the earth. Surrounded by the corpses of our order, there shall you rot, lest you further offend our edicts.
I have prayed and prayed. No soul has been as penitent as I. I beg you to show mercy. If not for me, for my unborn. Please.
Her contrition seems genuine.
Genuine? Have more guile, sister. This girl disgraced me. Disgraced our order in front of Madrid's idol. The very man I hoped to impress with the strictness of my discipline. To sin before Ambrosio is to sin before God. We follow the rules to the letter. In with her.
No, please. Have mercy. Please have mercy. No.
Who is this Agnes? How do you know her?
A nun who I discovered had a lover out of wedlock. She begged me to conceal her crime, but I exposed her to the prioress. And with some righteousness, I now see that my behavior was too severe. I must request an audience with the Domina and ask her to mitigate her punishment towards this poor girl.
No. Such a sudden change of heart may create suspicion. It would be better for you to continue as you have done. Show an outward severity for the sins of others to better conceal your own. Leave this nun to her fate. She has failed to conceal her actions and is not worthy of love's pleasures. They return. Now I must act. The key. I will descend alone. Wait here. If anyone approaches, warn me with your voice, but dare not follow. It would cost you your life.
And cut. Print it.
Okay, a lot of very interesting things to talk about there. So Marissa blanked out at the beginning. She forgot that she was the one who was supposed to speak. Oh, poor Agnes. Poor Agnes. And from the sounds of it, it's not even just the whole, like, oh, you got pregnant and you could have been hoeing it up in the convent. It's the idea of, like, oh, when Ambrosio found out about it, Madrid's idol. Isn't there something in the Bible about having false idols? Isn't there a little something along those lines which she, as the prioress, should know about? The enabling of Ambrosio here, it's shocking. It's shocking to see. And, at least, to be fair to Ambrosio, at least he did have some sort of conscience there and was like, oh shit, maybe I fucked up. Maybe I should speak to the prioress and be like, hey, maybe could you not leave her underground in a crypt to starve to death? Maybe we could not do that. But Matilda said something, and I agree with it. The idea that sometimes the most vocal against something are often just concealing the fact that they themselves are doing it. I mean, how many people are, oh, we need to, you know, oh, sex offenders and rapists and pedophiles, we need to wipe them out from our society. And then you've come to find out, oh, they were doing exactly that. They were using the fact that they were so, you know, they would outcry these acts. They were so passionate in trying to stomp out this, you know, these atrocities. And it was all just to hide the fact that they were doing it themselves. Oh, a very sad scene there. A very sad scene. And let's, you know what, it'll be easier. It'll be easier just to go from here. No, madam. No. Okay, let's, let's go back. Or back, there we go. Okie doke. Any more?
Cool.
Okay, yeah, we've seen this one. Okay, and this is... Okay, so we'll do once more for posterity. No, that. Back a little bit. Let's see your face, my dear. And if we can... Let me... No, not the lantern. Let me get you. Penelope, I believe it was. Okay, yeah, so that's... It's looking like that's the only one for her. Okay, you know what? In that case, let's move on to the prioress. We've seen you. Okay, maybe she's only in 2 scenes. Maybe. To be fair, this is the B plot. This is the B plot, and they must have removed a lot of it because they just wanted to focus on Matilda and Ambrosio. So yeah, I think that's everything. Can we... Any more with you? You know what, let's... For this one, for you... No. I'm sorry, I'm a little off with the controls today. My apologies there. Let's go. Let's get a shot of your face. Okay. No. You. And that, yeah, there's... Yeah, a visitor. It's been so long since me and my angel had visitors. Oh, dear.
I am sorry for these.
And that's the argument. Little... There we go. Okay, and I guess she's only in the 3 scenes too. Damn.
I am afraid.
They really did cut out so much of the B plot. Again, just once more to double check. Okay, yeah, that's looking like everything. I want to focus on this check. Actually, you know, it'll be easier just to go to the end. I want more of this chair. Take me to this chair. No. I'm sticking with the chair. I am sticking with it. I will get... That's the only thing. There will be so many chairs. There will be so many chairs just dotted about, and I'm looking for one in particular. Come on. Give me the chair I'm looking for. You know you want to. I mean, this is opening up scenes for us to look at later, but... Oh, okay, Madam, can you move your head? No, go back. Go back. More chairs. You know what, You know what? That could take me ages. We'll go back to looking for faces.
Excellent.
Oh, hello! Hello!
56 Charlie, take 5.
All right, Ambrosio from God Has Compelled will walk you up here in After Pleasures of the Flesh. And action.
God has compelled me to follow in St. Clair's example. I too have shunned society and devoted myself to prayer and to a pure life that brings me closer to God. Claire showed that this devotion has power, that it can manifest in the world. Purity is an act that lifts those around us. We shun the rewards of a corporal life. We shun the cheap pleasures of the flesh. We bask in the love of God. Claire's example compels us to piety. Imagine with me Claire's journey as she escapes her parents' palace. In the dark of night, she creeps through the basement, escaping out the door we call the door of the dead. She is reborn. She ran to a chapel where she cut her hair, shed her expensive clothes, swapping them out for ash cloth.
Antonia, the Virgin. What devilry's at work here?
And cut. Marvelous stuff here. Mark that spot. Let's set up there for good.
Check the gate.
Oh, that smile at the end there, like, hey, ooh. Does Antonia not die? It's, as I've said this in the first episode, I'm familiar with the plot of the Monk, but not, like, I don't know it inside and out. Does Antonia live? I know that it ends with two couples getting married. One of them is Agnes to her fiancé, and then the other couple is... Could it be Antonia and someone else? It's not Antonia and Ambrosio. No, it's not that, but... Oh, I thought that Antonia died. She might... Here's the thing. This could be something they've changed for the film, where they were like, no, we have to give her a happy ending. She survives the stabbing. But I know that the book ends with two couples rather, getting married. One is Agnes and her fiancé, and then it could be that Antonia does live in the book. I think there is. Oh, is there a guy who's interested in Antonia? And I don't mean Ambrosio, but a nice, genuine person who's like, oh, Antonia, she seems nice. I don't want to rape her. I just want to have a nice relationship with her. I can't remember. I can't remember that detail. Oh, that's a bugger. There was. I just want to say, Ambrosio, you weren't doing any favours for yourself. You know, a woman. You're stood at the pulpit, presumably, giving this speech, this sermon, and the back door's open, and a girl comes through in a white dress that's soaked with blood. If you're like, anyone's instinct would be to go, oh my god, madam, are you okay? And to stop. And he tries to carry on like, no one will notice. She's just walking up the aisle. No one will notice what's going on. Like, sir, that's really sus. If you were trying to, convince everyone of your innocence, you should have stopped and been like, oh my god, Antonia, I can't believe, I thought you were dead. I haven't raped you. Oh my god, like... Ambrosio, you did yourself no favours there. Now, I think it'll be easier. We'll fast forward a wee bit, but there was a vibration. Any quicker? Oh, hello. Oh.
Weddings, funerals, black masses. I've seen a few. It was Ange.
Oh, again. There's a vibration right there, but I can't tell if it's to get into the original clip. I'm a hold off on that. There's a noise. I couldn't tell if it was like the rat-a-tat-tat of gunfire. I think it's the knocking. I think it's Sophia knocking on the door.
Weddings, funerals, black masses. I've seen a few.
Okay, and that's Marissa now. That's Marissa. I'm looking at... Okay, so she's got a head wound. The clothing is interesting. That style of clothing is interesting. Okay, that's French. I know French when I see it, but I can't... English is a Germanic language. It's why you can kind of guesstimate German, or at least I can, because, you know, German is a Germanic language. English is a Germanic language. There is some overlap. French is a Romance language, like Spanish. I struggle to guesstimate. Oh, God. I did study... Here's the thing, I studied French, Spanish, and Latin for a few years in school, but I couldn't get my head round them. It's Êtes-Vous un Ange? I'm having to go off of, I'm thinking of Voulez-Vous, which is a song by ABBA, but I'm like, it's got the word vous in it. What does that mean? I have in my head that vous is you. You would use vous when you're talking like, oh, that's your thing. This is your item. That is yours. Ange. Un ange. This could be the environment influencing me here, because they're in a church. What? Ange, angel. You just add an L on there, but again, I'm like, that could be the environment. I think she's asking something something, So you know what, I want to hear how she says that. She sounds scared. She sounded very scared. I said before, Marissa Marcel, that is a French name. That is a French name. She sounds American, but she could be from France. I'm not sure. I'm thinking back to the rape scene. I'm thinking back to that when this lady screamed. She was wearing Marissa's clothing. And like I said, we had the sounds of bombs. There was an air raid siren going off. There was a German saying, hold on to the French bitch. Something along those lines. Marissa would have been born when World War II was happening. She would have been very young, but she would have been born. She would have been alive. Because I can't tell what this woman is. She could be some creature that empathizes with Marissa. Or they could actually have met and interacted. I don't know. I mean, this creature is claiming to have been Jesus at one point, so I'm going to refer to her as a god. Like, is this a god that has been overlooking Marissa's life, that's been watching over her? And just really like, oh, this mortal's story, you know, it appeals to me, it touches me. Therefore, I am inserting myself into it. Or did they actually meet? Is this a case of they met and that's how they connected? Oh. That is... Get more thoughts to put away and store for later. I'm going back to the beginning because they're... Okay. Okay, so that is just going back into the original scene. Okay.
Tells us to piety.
Okay, that was cool.
Imagine with me.
That was cool. Now then, Antonia, you come further forward, and let's stick with you. You know, we've seen this scene. Excuse me. Oh, hello. Hello. This is new. From the beginning, if you please.
36 Apple, take 2.
And action. Hold it. Intrigued. Enraptured. He's coming to the door. And cut.
Okay, pretty simple scene there. I do like hearing the chipmunk voices when we're sped up. I find that very amusing. Oh no, no. I didn't want her eye. I wanted her face.
And you too.
This is, again, we've seen that one. Come on, Sophie. I want to see your casting. That's what I really want to see.
There's no pause.
Yeah, we've seen this one. And that. God, she really does look beautiful in this scene. She always does, but she looks so classy.
Pray for your stomachs.
Oh, come on.
There's no pause.
Yeah. Oh, I think we're gonna have to start getting clever. I think we are gonna have to start getting clever here with what we're clicking on. Damn. I think this guy, it's the glasses. I think this is one of the clipboard people. So. Have we... Oh, you are new. Excellent.
Scene 14, rehearsal.
Okay. We start looking at Ambrosio, and we come around as he sips his stew.
Do I have my cowl up or down?
Up.
Be careful not to spill stew on myself.
Just be trying not to look at Matilda. As we come around here, Cap, your line.
Eat up, Father Ambrosio. You must regain your strength.
Good. Ambrosio stares. She doesn't look up. We go in close on her face, her lips. She's dying. We do not know. Just the lips to us. She finishes. She stands. Leaves. Nods to another monk as she steps outside. And back to Ambrosio. As he stands, we cut.
About this cowl, it's all here.
I love how Robert is just obsessed with the costuming. He's like, how am I gonna act with this cowl disguising so many of my features? You'll figure it out, buddy. You'll figure it out. Oh, are you only in? Once more just in case? Okay, so you're only in this one scene, in which case let's... No. Back to the beginning again. And... any more of you?
The only pleasures left.
No.
Hey, Arthur?
What is this? Oh, hello. Excellent.
Scene 48, rehearsal.
Hey, Arthur? Listen to the accident on the day, okay?
Where are you headed?
I would speak further with Antonia. I feel a responsibility to soften her suffering. She's ill. She dreams visions of her own death.
Your concern is touching.
No, I'm no prostitute. Besides, I am a poor substitution for Antonia's unbroken purity.
Your spell was wasted. I now have no claim to Antonia.
There is a way.
How?
Her grief, and this dream she has spoken of, adds form to a plan I have considered a while. In 3 days, she will be dead to the world, but she will live for you.
More magic.
This herbal mixture, a secret of the prioress, produces in its drinker the appearance of death. Administer a few drops to Antonia. She will be thrown into strong convulsions, after which her blood will cease to flow. She will appear as if a corpse. Having no family, you may appoint yourself the superintendent of her funeral. Have her buried in the vaults of St. Clair. Their isolation and remoteness is favorable to you. Give her the drink this evening. And 48 hours after, life will return to her bosom. She will wake in your power, your slave. Necessity will bend her to your affections.
Matilda, you are a true friend.
I live to serve.
I'm sorry! You are a true friend. You are giving me the means to rape a girl. That's the power of friendship. It's the absurdity. It's the absurdity of that which got me. Again, you don't need to go along with this. It's now so much worse because you have killed someone by this point when you were trying to rape her daughter. So, like, things are way worse. But still, you could set things right. You could speak to the abbot. You could turn yourself in. You could do all of this. And instead, you're gonna go along with this insane plan, all the while saying, oh, you made me do this because you put the idea into my head. Bitch! But you have the power to say no. You have the power to say, this is crazy. This is absolutely mental. I'm not going along with this. You're going to prison, as am I, but, like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. Like, Like I say, it's that, like, you're a true friend. Thank you for allowing me to rape a girl. Damn.
Less subservient.
I live to serve you.
Like this, I live to serve you.
Live to serve you.
Oh, Arthur. I like that. That was very... She said it in a jokey manner, but you could tell... Everyone's laughing, but you can tell she's slowly getting annoyed. She's slowly getting annoyed. She has some natural talent for this. And she seems to know the character of Matilda really well. As she said, maybe there's more of me in the character, or there's more of the character in me. She has ideas for how these things should be played out, and Arthur, he doesn't want to listen. Just like he didn't want to listen to the lady who replaced Agnes, the actress who was playing Agnes, where she was saying, oh, I've got some ideas on how better to react to Robert, save it for when we're rolling. He really doesn't care about other people's opinions. This is his set. It is his set, and he is the king. He is in charge here. Everyone shall bow down to his vision. And because Marissa, again, she seems like this demure, butter wouldn't melt little thing. She seems so small. Wouldn't say boo to a goose, this, that, and the other. I don't think he expects Marissa to stand up for herself. I don't think he expects Marissa to stand up for her ideas. And so at this stage, it's cute. She's not doing what Arthur wants. She gets frustrated and she's, oh, I live to serve you. Like, she's doing that. And at this stage, he thinks, oh, isn't that cute? But then by the end where she's like, fuck you, monk, I'm good to go again. Like, things from the beginning, it seems like this was going to be a shit show. To put it very bluntly, it seems like from the beginning, because Arthur wasn't willing to give people the respect they deserve. And again, that scene with Penelope, where she's saying, oh, there's more to my audition, and he's just like, yeah, nah, it's not it. From the get-go, he wasn't willing to give people the respect that he wanted from them. It was a case of, you will respect me, and I'll talk to you however I goddamn well please. And if you don't like it, then that's your own issue. Except with Marissa, she said, oh, well, I'm gonna make it your issue. I don't like how you're speaking to me. I don't like how you're directing the film. I have got my own ideas. And guess what? John Durick agrees with me. So we're going to push you out of your own film because you're not willing to compromise. You're not willing to work with us. You just want us to do whatever the fuck you want us to do. Screw you. This was always going to be a shit show. If Arthur had been more willing to work with Marissa... Which, here's the thing, Arthur is the director. He, technically speaking, doesn't have to work with Marissa. It would have been nice of him if he could have. But technically speaking, he didn't have to do it. He's the one directing the film. But if he had just been willing to work with Marissa, work with John Durick, listen to what his actors were saying, then maybe this could have been avoided. We know that Ambrosio never came out. For why, we aren't sure. But those last few scenes where she's swearing at Arthur, and to be honest, it makes the after party all the more interesting because they're all putting on these very nice faces. Where Marissa is saying, oh, I learned a lot from you, Arthur, and your punishment is that you have to look at me for 6 months while I relax. I hope you see something you like. They're all putting on these very nicey nice faces of, oh, aren't we all such good friends? Ha ha ha. But I guarantee they were all tense at that party. And if I remember correctly, on the stage, in that final scene, it's Marissa, John Durick, and Robert. They're all kind of clumped together. Gino, the producer, is kind of in the middle, and Arthur is pushed out to the side. Arthur is kind of on his own. They have ostracized him on his own set. because by the end of it, no one respects him. We know that Robert had issues with him because of how he was treating the women, and Robert wasn't all too fond of that. So that must have hurt. That must have hurt for Arthur. Oh, hello. I believe, yeah, we've seen that one. And we've seen you. As we have you. You know what, let's... Who did the clipboard for this one? This is new. Aha! From the beginning.
16 Bravo, take 3.
Action. Slap.
What have you done? Is it what I suspect? Have you crafted your own destruction?
I've sacrificed a pebble and saved a diamond. The same poison that once circulated in your veins is in me. Father Pablo said he was ignorant of a cure, but I knew of a way. I hesitated not a moment. As you slept, I loosened your bandage, kissed your wound, and drew out the poison with my lips. The effect has been more sudden than I expected.
Mighty God. You've sacrificed yourself for me. Is there no remedy?
None that God would approve of. He demands a life. And to cross him is too steep a price.
There is a way. Live. Live for me. I renounce my previous edicts. Let us live together as brothers. Forget the distinctions of sex. Live for me.
It cannot be. I spoke before of the purity of my love. The coming oblivion has pulled the veil from my eyes. On my deathbed, I must admit, my desire is more than spiritual. A woman lives in my breast, and she hungers to enjoy you. If I live, it would be to risk your reputation, your holiness, for I fear I'm no longer able to fight my passions. I would seize every opportunity to excite your desires and my own. No! Ambrosio, I cannot, I must not live.
You cannot mean what you say.
Do not leave me. Hear my confession so I may be free of sin as I perish.
I want you to live.
And plunge us both into infamy, an agent of hell. Here, feel my heart. It is yet heart filled with honor, chastity. If it still beats tomorrow, it will be poisoned by the blackest of crimes. Let me then die today. Let me die a virgin. I shall sleep in your arms and close my eyes. Kiss my dying breath. Give me your blessing. Ambrosio. Oh, my Ambrosio. Fuck me before I die.
I will fuck you into heaven.
Cut. Can we say fuck? Marissa wants to say fuck. Marissa can say fuck.
Fuck me into heaven.
What a line! Fuck me into heaven. So this, if you remember, they had a chemistry test between Marissa and Robert, and it was that scene. It was that scene, and I will say, Marissa, I do think she's gotten better. I do think she's improved. So I do think that Arthur, he did teach her some things, but again, how do I put this? Arthur is very clearly of the Alfred Hitchcock mindset that actors do not possess any talent. It is the director who makes them impressive. That, as I said, Alfred Hitchcock said to treat actors like cattle, because that's all they were to him. So I do think that Arthur has taught Marissa some things, but I would just say I do think that she has a natural talent. And, you know, being on a set, being around other actors, seeing their methods, what they use and draw upon, that can also have an effect. So I do think that Marissa has improved. Some of it may be due to Arthur, but I wouldn't say all of it is due to Arthur. I want to give Marissa and the other actors some of their own credit. Like I said, what a line. Fuck me into heaven. Beautiful, stunning. And on that, I am gonna bring this episode to a close right here. In the next one, it's getting tricky. It is getting tricky to search for more scenes. Now, because I'm taking this movie by movie, I did look up just to see how many scenes were associated with each film. I didn't look for anything beyond a number. I believe it's 75 scenes are associated with Ambrosio, 50 with Minsky, and then 30 with Two of Everything. I believe those were the numbers I found, because I didn't want to reach a point where I was like, oh, we haven't found any new we haven't found any new scenes for 5 episodes, and it turns out, yeah, you've got them all. I didn't want to be in that situation, so I just looked up the numbers. I'm going to go through and count how many we have, because like I said, it is getting a little trickier to find more scenes, but I am determined. I am determined to find them all, but that will have to wait for another episode. So until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.